guys, how you doing? So here we are with the beginnings of my Raven Guard army. Now, I wanted to create something that was true to the theme of the drop site massacre. I wanted to create something that was going to be exciting for me to paint and build, and gave me a lot of opportunity to convert and play around with stuff. Now, I love the whole theme for the drop site massacre, where the Iron Hand salamanders and the Raven Guard turn up in force to deal with Horus's traitorous forces, and are double crossed by who they think are allies, the Iron Warriors, Alpha Legion, Word Bearers, and the Night Lords turn up and start opening fire on them. So they're trapped in the centre, and in the story you've got some of the survivors that are constantly on the run, having to grab bits of armour to replace their own. And so I thought this might be a good way of doing it. It's a lovely theme, and it gives me a chance to play with other colours. So let's have a look at what we've got, and we'll start with this guy first. Okay, so for this one I've played around with bits of armour that he's collected to survive. He's my Raven Guard. Now I talked to this is my part of my Raven Guard command squad. Now I talked to Hazard Syndrome. We were sitting there discussing the benefits of lightning claws to power fist to power weapons, and being Raven Guard, you want something that's going to hit hard, hit fast, and be able to move on to the next unit and have a go at them. So I played around with the idea of giving them one lightning claw, because in the betrayal book they're allowed it, and a plasma pistol for shooting. Now plasma pistols are fantastic anyway for vehicles and for terminators. Let me just focus that in again. And for terminators, and the lightning claw is a fantastic way of getting straight into troops. Now for this one I've done a mixture of a World Eater leg, so bits of army scavenged from the World Eaters, and he's got his armour on the other side. I love the bright green of the plasma pistol. That gives me a total contrast to the colours that are there, and I went for the Raven Guard upgrade kit, and it really just gives them something different. It makes them look a little bit more special. I'm hoping when the new book comes out you'll see a lot more Raven Guard. So I've gone for a combo of lightning claw and plasma pistol. Now let's check the next guy out. Now I kind of like this one. It's the style of the helmet. It's very sort of skull-like, with the indents along the side of the air vents, and you can see the nose. So it's got that sort of like, I don't know, bird skull. Now for this one I've gone for power fist and plasma pistol, because I may come up against terminators, so I need something that's going to hit hard against a terminator and also can hit hard against vehicles. I was going to go thunder hammer, but you know, it's a lower initiative and I need something that's going to work better, and it's got a better strength for taking out terminators. So let's have a look at this. So for this one we have him with a bit of World Eater and a bit of Empress Children on the shoulder pad, so he's scavenged that to replace what he had or what's been damaged. Again, I've gone for the bright green plasma pistol, as you can see there, which is very, very nice. It really does stand out a lot better with the different colours that we've got on there. I like the green. I was going to go blue, but green seemed to stand out a lot more. You've got also the jump packs, which I've gone for a brassy look. I've added a bit of an oil wash from AK Interactive. Reason why I've gone brassy, because I want to try and break up the black on this as much as possible, because there's going to be a lot of black in my army, and I tell you what, it's nice going back to the black and whites. Very trusted colours, easy to work with, and very reliable. Okay, so let's move on to the standard bearer. With any betrayal Horus Heresy army list, when you go for your command squad, you get the standard bearer and 2 chosen that go with them, and you pay the extra points to the next 2 men. Now for the standard bearer I've gone for power fist and plasma pistol again. Power fist, I know you're going to say power fist seemed to be the way for this army, but I need something that can cope with terminators. I didn't want to do an army, a command squad of terminators. I want to do a command squad of marines with jetpacks, because it fits in with the fluff that I'm trying to create. Now I'm still working on the banner. as you can see, and I think that'll come out quite nicely once it's finished. Again, I've used the upgrade kits from Forge World for the upper half of the body. Here he has a World Eater Power Fist that he's managed to gather and collect or scavenge, which is quite nice. The mud's not too bad on these as well. The mud's come out quite nicely. Again, Power Fist here on this guy. He's got an Empress Children knee pad, and if we spin him round again with the plasma pistol and a Power Fist, but he has a World Eater shoulder pad. Let's just focus in on that. Thank you very much. There we go. He's got a World Eater shoulder pad. And that just breaks up the colour as well, and that's something that he's scavenged. Now I've used some weathering powders at the bottom. I've tried a different varnish on these, which has given it a really sort of pastel look, and it's really dulled down the colours, but it's smoothed them all together, if that makes any sense. Okay, so we'll look at this last guy. Okay, so in this guy we've got an Empress Children leg guard, and we've got an Iron Warriors shoulder pad that they've scavenged, and he's scratched it all up so it doesn't look like he's, you know, part of the Iron Warriors. He has a plasma pistol and lightning claws for dealing with troops. Now you're going to go, well, that's 3 Power Fist, 2 lightning claws. Why didn't you go for any power weapons? Well, again, I wanted that fast look. It fits the Raven Wing, the Raven Guard. The Lightning Claw fits in with the Raven Guard pretty nicely. And plus, with my Praetor, which is still wet and I'm still working on, which is going to be this guy. And you may know this guy from the Forge World. Normally has a Thunder Hammer, but I've given him 2 Lightning Claws. That will be my Praetor that will be leading this squad. That gives me 3 Lightning Claws and 3 Power Fists, which is going to be devastating in attacks. So I'm going to put him over to one side so we can have a look at him a little bit later on. So there we go, that's my first formation. I've really thought about how I'm going to cause as much damage as possible against units, because for me the Raven Guard are fast hitting troops. They cause a lot of damage and then move on really quickly, and I think my main bulk of my troops are all going to be jetpacks. And then in my flyer are going to be 20 Marines with bolters and other assortment of equipment, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so there we go, that's the first of my Raven Guard. I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care.